Guys, it's another absolutely beautiful morning in Indonesia, and today we're going critter hunting. Out we go! Now, there's one species in particular I'm looking for today that kind of looks like a dragon. Regardless though, we are going to find a ton of cool stuff as ever, so make sure you stick around to the end. Cannot wait. Let's go. So, whilst most of the crazy critters live in the deeper water, the shallows are also home to some bizarre looking creatures. This helmet gurnard was walking along the ocean floor using his vibrant wing-like pectoral fins to stir up the sand and uncover his prey. A pair of broad club cuttlefish were also patrolling the shallows, rapidly changing their colours and patterns in what might have been a courtship display. However, I soon found perhaps the most colourful critter in the ocean. Now, whilst this species isn't particularly rare on the reefs here, she was carrying something very special. This is a peacock mantis shrimp. For the next few weeks, she's got a very important job: caring for her eggs. Female peacock mantis shrimps are highly dedicated mothers, carefully holding their thousands of colourful eggs with specialised appendages called swimmerettes as they scuttle across the reef. This mantis was doing a fantastic job of keeping her eggs close, although given peacock mantis shrimps can live up to 20 years in the wild, she's probably done this many times before. Interestingly, they're also known to be monogamous, forming long-term pair bonds with a single mate. I managed to stay with this mantis for a long time, watching her navigate the passageways of the ocean floor, never letting go of her eggs. Now, mantis shrimps like to burrow in the sandy bottom to hide and hunt, although after being covered in sand for the third time, I got the hint that she'd probably had enough of having her picture taken. Now, the main species we were looking for likes to hide out in the crinoid seagrasses and halimeda algae that covers the ocean floor. But after scanning a few of them for signs of life, it became clear this was going to be a real challenge. These bizarre dragon-like critters we were looking for are called ghost pipefish, a rather fitting name given their ability to stay undetected. That being said, a huge number of critters that live on the sand have developed incredible physical adaptations that help them stay hidden. And the next critter we found, that also resembles a dragon, was no exception. This dragon shrimp gets its name from its unique dragon-like appearance, featuring a spiny exoskeleton and prominent horns on its head. Like most critters with advanced camouflage, this dragon shrimp's disguise helps it avoid predators, but also ambush its prey. Other species of shrimp are far less inconspicuous though. Unlike the dragon shrimp, harlequin shrimps are known for their strikingly bright and contrasting appearance. They're usually found in monogamous pairs, although this tiny little one was on his own. However, harlequin shrimps are also famous for their choice of prey, and we soon found a pair munching down on their favourite ocean snack, starfish. Harlequin shrimps feed primarily on starfish, including the venomous coral-munching crown of thorns. They're equipped with specialised claws that allow them to pry open the starfish's hard protective armour and consume its soft tissue. This ability to handle and feed on starfish is very unique among marine invertebrates. As ever though guys, the excitement of finding and filming these critters made me forget to check how much air I had in my tank. Now, the dragon-like ghost pipefish we were looking for is closely related to the seahorse, and although much less vibrant, this area was covered in them. These seahorses are simply called common seahorses, and usually display black or brown colorations with the females appearing slightly more yellow. Their close relative, the thorny seahorse, is much more vibrant though. This pair of common seahorses were laying flat against the ocean floor, using their prehensile tails to anchor themselves to small plates of semicircular algae. These anchor points provide stability and protection, and also help with feeding efficiency, although it's important to look closely as other small critters also make use of the algae, in particular sap-sucking slugs. Now, in addition to the sap-sucking slugs, larger nudibranchs can also be found navigating around structure on the ocean floor, and we found a few fantastic specimens. Guys, let me know in the comments what your favourite critter we found so far is. We continue to look on the rocks for signs of the dragon-like ghost pipefish on our hit list. But oftentimes, the best way to spot critters on the reef is to sit tight and wait for them to move. This decorator crab had perfectly camouflaged himself against a fluffy debris covering his rock. As their name would suggest, these decorator crabs are camouflage artists, attaching algae, sponges, shells, and even debris to their exoskeletons in order to stay hidden. These crabs use specialised hooks or bristles on their bodies to secure the materials they collect, and over time, the decoration becomes an integrated part of their appearance. This individual certainly wasn't the prettiest though. Guys, at this point I had just one more day to find the ghost pipefish we were looking for, and there were a number of different species on my hit list. The vibrant ornate ghost pipefish is the most common, with the robust Halimeda and rough snout ghost pipefish being much more tricky to locate. We continued scouring the ocean floor for signs of these dragon-like critters, looking on the feather stars and sponges hoping that one would reveal itself. Soon enough though, we stumbled across what looked like a thin white sponge lying on the ocean floor, but this one was moving. This definitely isn't the ghost pipefish we were looking for, but is in fact a short-tailed pipefish. These pipefish are often found alone on the sandy bottom with their heads elevated, and due to their long, slender bodies and unwillingness to stay still, filming them is really tricky. One of the ghost pipefish species we were looking for, the Halimeda ghost pipefish, is regularly found around Halimeda algae. However, not all of the Halimeda algae looked quite right. This clump had probably turned white due to stress and loss of its green chlorophyll pigment, a similar process to coral bleaching. Guys, after countless dives and days of searching, we finally found what we were looking for. This dragon-like critter is the ornate ghost pipefish, and they are perhaps one of the most striking critters that call the Indian Ocean home. Ghost pipefish use their leaf-like body structures to blend in with feather stars and corals, swimming vertically to aid their disguise. And there was more than one. Guys, as is often the case, despite days of searching, once we found one, we found many. These ornate ghost pipefish were all red in colour. The juveniles are much paler and partially transparent, with the older individuals exhibiting a much deeper red coloration. However, just as I thought our luck had run out, we found a very rare specimen. And this is perhaps one of the most striking creatures that I've ever had the pleasure of filming. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what your favourite critter was, and if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. The Critter Hunt series continues soon, but in the meantime, go and check out this video if you're desperate for more.